Yo, what up, you guys? It is Garrett Fankhauser with FFLFunnels.com. Today, I have something super cool that I want to share with you guys. I think it's going to be really helpful for a lot of you. Some of you guys are probably already doing this. I have done some video content about this before. This is definitely something that maybe some of you have seen, maybe you've heard before, but many of us need more reminders than we actually need coaching or to learn something new, right? Let's go ahead and break into this, what we're going to cover today. This is going to be about social media. If you guys are watching this and you like these, leave me a comment. Let me know that you like these so that I can continue. Oh my God, there's turkeys on the roof. That is cool. Living in the forest, man. Cool shit. Anyways, guys, if you like this stuff, let me know, right? That way I can just continue making more of the stuff that you guys like and that's actually super helpful for you. Let's talk about what we're planning to talk about today. When we have a social media post, one of the biggest things is going to be the hook. And so if you've never heard that before, what we need to do is we need to hook people's attention. We need to catch people's attention when we post on social media, or whether it's an email, or whether it's a reel, a video, a YouTube video, whatever it is. What is the hook, right? And so I'm definitely guilty of not including a hook super early on in some of my stuff, and that's on me, right? But when you guys post content, you want to put a hook in there, right? So a couple different ways to do that. Let's talk about that first, and then we're going to actually talk about what I want to talk about. But one of the big things is catching people's attention in the first place. And so in doing so, make sure that your photos are fucking awesome. Take good photos. Spend 20 minutes taking photos of stuff once a week that you can then post the rest of the week, right? It doesn't always have to be like in the moment of, oh, here's the thing, and then you take some crappy photo. Most of us, I've worked retail before. I've worked retail my whole life. Right? I know how much spare time there is. You guys might be busy as being the owner. Cool. Have somebody else take the photos, right? Have somebody on your team take the photos. But you guys have 5 minutes a day or 20 minutes a week to take a bunch of dope photos to use for your social media. 1, good photo. 2, have a hook, right? So the hook needs to be something catchy that's going to catch people's attention. And when you do that, figure out, if you just put a price or whatever, like that's just so boring. It's so lame. There's going to be like a very, very small percentage of people that are, 1, in the buying mood right now, and 2, that want to buy that exact product that you have, right? One thing to focus on here is quantity and quality, right? I don't want to say quantity over quantity or quality, because it needs to be quality shit, but you also have to produce a lot of it, right? Anyways, good photo, have a hook, and then one of the big things, this is the main thing that I wanted to cover today with you guys. If you guys are not tagging the manufacturer of whatever you're posting in your posts, whether it's a story, whether it's a reel, whether it's an actual post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, if you're not tagging them and then using hashtags around that, you are missing the mark here. The idea here is not for you to go out and build this huge following on social media all by yourself with no help. There's already companies out there like Sig Sauer, Glock, HK, whatever it is, right? These guys already have millions of followers, or at least hundreds of thousands. And so what you want to actually try to accomplish here is you want to post good content and tag them in it so that they can reshare it, right? Stories are really good for that, right? Because then people can actually just reshare the story or whatever. But you want to make sure that you are giving the manufacturer the ability to reshare your stuff. Some of our guys that we have that absolutely crush it in social media and thus crush it in their sales online as well as in person are doing this on a regular basis, and they're getting reposted on a regular basis, right? Good example, my buddies over at Elevated Gunworks, those guys are always posting like agency, a lot of the high-end stuff, and they get then reposted by the manufacturer, and they gain followers from that, right? The manufacturer then starts to kind of promote them as like, hey, if you're looking to buy one of these things that we have that's really cool, these are the guys that we see most often that have this, right? You can actually become one of their go-to referrals if people go to that manufacturer and they're looking for something. you can become one of those go-to referrals so that the manufacturer actually starts pushing people your direction without you really having to do a whole lot. All you're doing is just like flexing their stuff. This works really, really well for you guys that actually have physical inventory, right? If you're only drop shipping, it's a little tougher, right? You have to find photos from somebody else or actually buy the products, use them, and then promote them, right? The other thing that you could do possibly would be to go somewhere like Sportsman's or something like that and check out the guns that they have there and just take like dope photos there. You don't have to have the background or anything in it, but you can kind of do the like gun in your palm type thing. Take cool photos of some of these guns at these other retailers and then use that to promote your content, right? Then that way you have some cool photos. To kind of recap here, the big takeaway that I want you guys to take away here is tag the manufacturers, tag whoever you can that can help you get promoted here. Use their audience, have them promote you to their people so that you can then bring those people into your funnel and those people can potentially buy that product or other products from you. The other two things that I covered initially were take good photos, and I gave you some hacks on how to do that with other people's stuff, and then write a good hook, right? One of the things that I want to hammer into your guys' head, and I know that I don't talk about this enough, but you should actually be going into this with the mindset of I'm going to become a marketer. And I know many of you guys, you're like, you speak it out of existence. You're like, I'm not a good marketer. I'm not good at sales. I just like guns and this is what I do. And that's totally cool. But don't do that, right? Give yourself the fucking chance. The reason that you suck at it is because you haven't done it enough to get good. It's the same with anything. If I go shoot a basketball right now, I'll be okay. I've shot basketballs my whole life, but I've never done it enough to actually get really good at it, right? I haven't been snowboarding in a few years. If I went snowboarding right now, I'd probably get my ass whipped. I'm okay at it, but I haven't done it enough to actually get good to where I would then walk around and say, oh yeah, I'm a great snowboarder, right? Or I can shoot free throws and threes all day if I'm on the basketball court. Give yourself the chance of sucking at something for a while with the idea that if you do it long enough and suck at it long enough, eventually you'll get good. But the thing is, guys, is we can only do so much as an agency. Anybody else can only do so much, right? If you hire employees and things like that, they can only do so much. You are wholly responsible for understanding how marketing works and becoming a good marketer. And that's going to be the best thing that you ever do in your business. You don't need to be a good you don't need to be good at finance. You can hire that out. You can hire out marketing too, which I do suggest. But when you hire out your marketing, what you want to do is you want to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing it. And so one, you can either aid in the marketing, which we have a lot of clients do, or two, you can eventually bring in your own team so that you can insource your marketing, right? You can actually do everything in-house. I know this is a lot and I kind of got off topic of tagging the manufacturers here, but as I get deeper into this and I start peeling some of the layers off, I want to give you guys as much information as possible on how you can actually do this and get really good at it. And they tie together because if you are not tagging the manufacturers and doing that type of stuff and just saying that you suck at marketing, so you're not posting on social media, you're not sending out emails, you're not texting your customers, you're not changing the content on your website regularly, you're not handing out business cards, you're not shaking hands and telling people that they can shop with you online, you're not promoting things like on your Google business and making sure that your Google business is ranked as high as possible. If you're not doing any of this stuff, which is all marketing stuff, it's not going to be good for you. Most of you guys that I talk to on a regular basis, the number one way that you tell me that you get clients is word of mouth. Great. I fucking love word of mouth. It's the best. But it's not scalable. You cannot say, hey, we got 30 referrals last month. We had 30 people walk through our doors that were referred to us by other people. Let's bump that up to 250 this month. You can't do it. It's not scalable. right? It's something that you always want to optimize for by providing the best service, all that kind of stuff, right? You always want to optimize to get more referrals, but you can't scale it. The one thing that you can control and that you can scale is your marketing. If you guys can start focusing on that and start doing things like tagging the manufacturers and things like that in your posts, using hashtags for the manufacturer's name, the product, so Glock 19, whatever it is, right? 9mm. That type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that's going to, one, help you become a better marketer, but two, it's going to help you get more attention. The number one reason that most of you guys are not doing well in sales, whether it's in store or online, is nobody knows who the fuck you are. You do not have enough attention. And in this world right now, there's just too much shit that is pulling people's attention away. You have social media, you have the news, you have the economy, you have people's families, you have car troubles, you have diet, you have medical problem, whatever it is, there's just always some shit that's pulling people's attention, right? We actually have, as marketers, we have to be louder than all of that other shit so that we can keep people's attention and keep them engaged in our products, services, whatever it is that you guys do. And when they are in the buying mood, because the buying mood goes up and down, it's cycles, it's waves, right? When they are in the mood to buy something, you want to make sure that you are in front of them when they're ready to buy something. And whether that means them seeing you in a manufacturer's post for agency or whatever it is, Smith & Wesson, Glock, or that's you sending out emails on a regular basis and staying in front of people, or that's you creating reels, and every time somebody's in social media, they see your face and they see you talking about cool guns and how to use them and how to disassemble them and how to clean them, and you're providing valuable information for people so they keep coming back for more. There's a lot of different ways that you guys can do this, and I hope that this video helped plant some ideas in your head on different things that you guys can do to actually use this stuff to get out in front of people more often and get more attention and get more sales, right? I'm out of here, guys. I am here at the gym. I will catch you in the next video. Again, if you like this stuff, please like it, comment. If you see this on YouTube or whatever, all the stuff on there, right? Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications when we drop new videos and different things like that, right? I will catch you in the next one. Peace.